Good day! With this video lesson, we're going to solve random math problem from implicit differentiation under your differential calculus. So our problem, so find over dx by implicit differentiation at point 0, 0 if x cubed y cubed minus y is equal to x. So in this problem, we're asked to find the value of your dy and dx by implicit differentiation. So there is a given point which is 0 and 0, and there is a given cubic equation. So let's copy now the given cubic equation. So that will be your x cubed y cubed minus your y is equal to x. First thing to do is to find the derivative of this given equation. So how can we get the derivative of this one? So by simply applying the multiplication property of how we take the derivative of the given equation. So first thing to do is to copy your first variable here in your first term. So that will be your x cubed. Then what will be the derivative of your second variable, which is your y? So that will be, so we copy your exponent, then we multiply this exponent to your numerical coefficient under your y variable, then we subtract 1 to your exponent, which is 3. That will be 3 minus 1. So that will be your 3y square, then dy. Now, plus, then we copy your second variable here, so that will be your y cube. Then we take the derivative of your first variable, which is your x. So that will be equal to, so 3x square. So we multiply this exponent to your numerical coefficient here. Then we subtract 1 to your exponent here. That's why it's 3x square. Then the next thing is that we need to put here dx. Now, minus. So what will be the derivative of your y? So the derivative of your y is equal to dy is equal to the derivative of x, which is your dx. So our main goal now is to find the value of your dy and dx. Now, if you try to assess these four terms, no? So there is an involvement of your dy dx, dy dx. So we can divide the entire equation by dx. So if we divide the entire equation by dx, then the resulting value will be equal to, so your x cube, or simply we multiply your second variable here to your first variable, so that will be 3x cube y square. So we multiply this portion, so that will be dy dx, because we divide the entire equation by dx. So plus, so we multiply this portion, so that will be 3x square y cube. So dx over dx, so that will be equal to 1. So we don't need to put 1 here. Minus your dy dx from this one is equal to your dx over dx from this one. So that will be equal to 1. Now, if you try to look at this first
term and third term here. So we can combine this one, so we can factor out dy dx. So now, so your dy over dx multiply by your 3x cube y square minus, so that will be minus 1 is equal to, you copy your 1 here. So we transfer this 3x squared y cubed to another side of your equation. So from positive to negative, going to another side of your equation. So that will be equal to negative 3x squared y cubed. Now, our main target is to get the value of this dy dx. So how can we get the value of your dy dx? So let's simplify this one. So by simply dividing the entire equation by 3x cubed y squared minus 1, then we can get the value of your dy and dx. So let's divide the entire equation by 3x cubed y squared minus 1. So that will be dy dx, because 3x cubed y squared minus 1 all over your 3x squared y square 3x cubed y squared minus 1 is equal to 1, so we don't need to put here. Then that will be equal to 1 minus 3x squared y cubed all over. Since we divide the entire equation by 3x cubed y squared minus 1, so we need to put 3x cubed y squared minus 1 here as a part of your denominator at the right side of your equation. Now, so there is a given coordinates of a point in your problem, which is 0 and 0. So we just simply substitute this 0 and 0 to your x and y variable in your given equation. So what will be the value now of your dy and dx if your x is 0 and your y is 0? So let's simplify. So your dy over dx now is equal to 1 minus, so that will be 3 multiplied by 0 square multiplied by 0 cube all over your 3 multiplied by 0 cube multiplied by 0 square minus 1. So if you try to look at this one, no, any number that we multiply to 0 will be equal to 0. So this one will be equal to 0, then this one will be equal to 0. So there is a positive 1 in your numerator and there is a negative 1 in your denominator. So if we divide this one, positive 1 divided by a negative 1, so your final answer will be equal to 1. So therefore, the value of your dy dx is equal to negative 1.
So thanks for watching. If you want to like, comment, share, and subscribe, please do so.